The why. Let's talk about the how, because everybody asks us how do you do it? And I'm a big believer in knowing what it is that you want first. So what do we want? We want to be able to take 30 days away. Why do we want it? That's what we just explained. That's the rocket fuel to get you there. Now, you may have 3,000 different ways that you can accomplish the goal, but we'll give you some tips and strategies of how we do it that might help trigger some ideas.
The number one question we get when we're telling people we're about to head out of town for 30 days, they're like, do you rent a house? Like, what do you do? Where do you stay for a month? Are you renting? Are you Airbnb? And we could, but we happen to love the hotel that we stay at, the Andronikos in Mykonos. It has been our home there for like 6 years. We had our 10-year anniversary there last year. It's just our home, and they're our family, and so we'll never leave. You can't get rid of us.
It's so true that home is where the heart is, and honestly, if the hotel wasn't as, there's these ratings with hotels, right? There's 5 stars and 2 stars and stuff. And for me, with this hotel, it's a higher end hotel, but it's so great that I don't even care about the star rating.
It's great because of the people.
The people that are there. So the first suggestion I would say is whatever you do, if it's an Airbnb or a hotel, once you go out there, make sure that it feels right. And if it does, continue to go back again, because you'll start establishing relationships.
Yes, but how do you pay for that shizzle, right? So what we do is we figured out, okay, this is how much it costs for the 30 days. And we are going to reverse engineer this. A lot of how we do this is reverse engineering it and making it as simple as possible. So we take, let's say it costs $12,000. We started last year. Mm-hmm. We made the reservation while we were still in Greece at the hotel.
In my bathing suit, dripping wet in the reservations office.
Yeah. And making the reservation for next year and making the commitment for 30 days. So we knew how much we were in for. And so what we had the hotel do is every month we divided the total by the number of months, and they charged our card every month. And so that way it wasn't a big hit up front. We didn't have to do the whole stay and then check out with a massive bill. We really budgeted every single month for our big trip in the summer. Okay. So that's the first thing. The second thing we do is we put away money. We say, okay, how much money do we want in spending money each week? Because the other thing we don't want to do is throw everything on a credit card while we're there and come home to a whopping bill. Like, who wants that? That's not a fun vacation. So, and I've been there. We've done that before. So the strategy we put in place for that is we save every single week the amount of money that we would want to have for the summer.
Yeah,
we divided that out.
That sucks to come home to a big credit card bill. It really does.
It does. So now we go, when we land, our hotel is paid, and we have all the money we're going to need for the duration of time that we're there. So.
All right. Now, this is probably the number one question. How do you pack for a month with a toddler? So, big subject.
A diva and a toddler.
I got a lot of hair products. So,
Really?
Yeah. So I'm going to let you start this one, because there's 100 different ways we can go, but you're very good at this. So why don't you start here? So I'll interrupt you as we go.
I know. So we have gotten really good at this. We used to bring a Mac Daddy huge Toomey, huge. And when I mean huge, I mean like it was the length of this table.
It was huge.
It looked like golf clubs. Okay, that's how big this bag was. We used to pack it full for 1 week. And then one fateful trip to Morocco changed it all. And we lost that luggage. We were there like 6 nights, and I think we were without our luggage for 5 of them. And we had 1 set of clothes. So we vowed never to do that again. So we travel now with carry-on, and we're going 30 days with carry-on. Now, I get a rolly bag, he gets a rolly bag, and the baby gets her mini bag, Minnie Mouse. So that's what we have. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't come. That's the rule. And by the way, the baby rolls her own bag. She knows how, and she's capable. She rolls her own bag. This is how we roll as a family.
She's 2 years old. It's time.
It's time. This is how you travel. This is how you build independence. So what goes in the bag? Now, here's the thing. Yes, you're gone for 30 days, but there's this thing called laundry that you can do. So you don't actually have to pack shoes and all of this for 30 days. You don't need 30 days of outfits. You can pack a week's worth and then do laundry. So every year we get less and less and less. And so now it's a couple of bathing suits, a couple of pairs of shorts, a couple of shirts, a couple of cover-ups for me, a couple of swim trunks for him, a couple of t-shirts, a couple of dresses. And where we're going, I used to bring, ladies, I used to bring wedge heels, high heels, all this stuff. I am walking on cobblestone with that, especially after a cocktail or two. Definitely not going to happen. So
No.
I learned my lesson, and I just bring cute flat sandals, and those fit in everywhere. So you have to be smart about what you pack and how you pack, because the last thing you want to do is end up in an island somewhere without your luggage. And that's no fun either, and it's going to really ruin your trip. You'd rather have less.
So here's a power tip. Take all the clothes you have, spread them out on the bed. Take all the money you have, spread it out on the bed. Cut your clothes in half
and double your money.
Double your money. Okay.
Hey, honey.
Yes.
I thought we said we're packing light.
Well, what we said was lay everything on the table, cut it in half, and bring twice the money. Yeah, this might get dwindled down, but we'll see. Okay, for all those doubters, yes, look, my husband uses some fancy like Japanese folding system, and I use the throw the shit in a bag system. So, but guess what? This is gonna work, baby. And I got almost everything. The only thing left is toiletries, and that is it. Booyah, carry on only.